Shine bright like a star. You know who you are. Don't let anyone dull your light. Don't let anyone tell you you're too bright. Don't let anyone take you down. Don't let anyone make you frown. Be amazing. Shine your light blazing. Don't act crazy. Don't be lazy. Be the best that you can be. Just let yourself be free. Shine with me. Glamour Page here. Welcome to my channel. I'm so sorry that my hair looks crazy right now. I understand and I know. But anyway, y'all just gonna have to excuse my hair because it was done, but that happens. But anyway, Sweetie's trying to say hi. I'm here today with you guys to do something a bit different. I'm always bringing different things to you guys because I'm trying to like maneuver and find out what it is that I flow with very well and I'm able to convey to you guys very well and y'all receive it. So that's why I'm really like trying a bunch of different things that I'm really into and I really like, and I know I do pretty good or very well. Anywho, so if you guys are wondering, okay, so what's she doing this time with the gloves on and everything? Excuse my background, it's a little messy compared to how it usually looks because I've been a very busy bee lately. So got a little mess back there. But y'all gonna have to just excuse that and work with me, okay? So guys, thank you so much for the 418 subscribers and counting that I as of today have on I think it's December 8th, 2023. So we're almost out of this year, which is good because you know it's been quite a tough and strenuous year. But we're about to come into the new year, and so I have so much stuff to do, and I've been doing so much already, but I have so much more to do. So guys, please work with me and understand that it's just a lot going on with me right now. So just like work with me while I work out the kinks, basically, okay? So what I'm going to be producing today for the footage is I'm going to do a new series. Guys, y'all know, Truth Tribe, you already know, I am good for doing series, whether it's the Sexy Saturday Stripper Tale series or whether it's the yoga dance series, or my acting series that I recently started. I got a nice number of series, okay? So this is a new series that I'm just starting as of today, which is going to be titled Learn How to Pole Dance with Ruth. Ding, 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 ding. I know y'all probably seen the pole. So yes, I finally got me a new pole because, little short story time. I'm not sure if I mentioned this to you guys before, probably in one of my Sexy Saturday Stripper Tales or something like that. But if I have, you've heard it, then and you're gonna hear it again because here it is. This is for the people who haven't heard it. Okay, so basically, if you already a part of the Truth Tribe and you've already like seen a number of my videos, then you probably already heard my story and know that I used to dance. I used to be a stripper, whatever, dancer, whatever you want to call it. So when I did that, I definitely got some skills with pole dancing. So I basically don't dance now, but sometimes every now and then, just to get a little extra money or something like that, I might pop out, you know. But typically I don't really dance now. But of course, the pole dancing is not just for the strip club, you know. It's actually originally created to help people to like typically women, but some men like it too. Help people to really express themselves, like through dancing and stuff like that, and become more flexible and sexy and elegant. And also, it helps with keeping yourself fit. I don't think a lot of people understand that. If you learn how to pole dance, you can. It don't matter what size you are. You can be big. You can be small. You can be weak. You can be strong. It does not matter. You do not have to have like a certain body type or mass or strength in order to successfully dance as a dancer or pole dance or whatever you want to call it. You just have to practice and learn how the science of your body and angles of your body can help you to be able to, do some really decent, moves and exercises and dances and all that. So please broaden your mental and understand that even though I did have that as a part of my past that I am not embarrassed about, because everybody has a part of their past that they may not be so, hey, guess what, about. But in the meantime, it was meant to happen to build character, to build experience, and to learn how to maneuver in different environments and to be able to interact and communicate with different people. And so I had a situation where I had a pole before I got this pole here. But what happened was, it's a short story time. I had the pole for quite probably at least a year, maybe around about a year. And around that time, I had got a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend at that time, not the same guy I'm talking to now. And my boyfriend at that time, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not sure exactly what happened, whether he's the one that actually stole my pole or whether my old landlord did. But the story is, I was having struggles with my place that I was staying at. And I was also out of the house a lot. I was dancing, if you know anything about dancing, you out at all hours of the night. Usually the time you at home is in the daytime. So I guess people thought that I wasn't home because I would dance and be out all night and stuff. Or I might, go to a different club that's in a different location. And because my actual home that I work at is not close to the different club, sometimes I would spend the night over a friend's house or something like that lives close to the club, so that I didn't have to make that long trip all the way back home. So sometimes that's what I would do. So with that being the case, at that time, I was dancing a lot, but I also was starting to talk to somebody new because I actually had decided that I was breaking up with that ex that I was with at that time. They knew it. I told them that. And we still was cool. Like, we still would talk and we still would be, cool. Because we was friends first before we got to a relationship. So he knew about where I lived. He had been to my house a number of times. And he was one of those type of personalities, which is most of the guys that I date, where he's like a really kind of friendly type of personality, friendly type of demeanor. He could talk to anybody. He had strike up a conversation with anybody. So because he had that thing about him, I don't know if he got cool and became friends with my landlord that I had at that time, and got into my place one of the times when I wasn't there, and took my pole, or if him and my old landlord conspired against me to just take the pole. I don't know what happened, but all I know is when I came back to get my stuff, my landlord had put my things out, and my pole was nowhere to be found. And I was locked out of my laptop. The laptop that I have right now, I didn't have this laptop at that time. I had my other laptop, which I still have, which was which is a what is it? A Dell. It's a Dell computer, Dell laptop. That was still there, but I was locked out of it. I couldn't get into it. So obviously they had hacked into my computer, my laptop. I was like, first of all, I felt so disrespected because I was like, who does stuff like that? Whether it was the landlord and or whether it was my ex, regardless, who does stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? So I felt so highly disrespected, number one. And then I felt like violated because like who all did y'all have in my place and in my space? And landlord, you're not even supposed to be in my property at all. You should be in jail because why are you touching my things? And even putting a person out, you're not supposed to just put a person's stuff out. You're supposed to take them through the process of going to court and stuff like that. And the thing about it is, I wasn't even far back on my rent or anything like that. I think I had missed 1 or 2 payments. But I was, like I said, hustling, trying to get the money up because I was dancing and stuff. So when you dance, you know, you got to hustle because you're making $1 at a time. So, you know, you got to hustle. So that's what I was doing. I was hustling. So, you know, that's why I wasn't home very often because I was working. So him and my ex, they took it upon themselves to, I don't know what they did, but they did something to the point where they broke into my place, took some of my stuff, put the rest of it outside. Y'all, I've been through some stuff, okay? So that's why when people try to put me through more, I be like, oh, I don't know who you think you are, even though I don't even care who the person is anymore. Because sometimes people use that as an excuse to be able to try to get over on you because, oh, I'm your mother or I'm your father or I'm your sister, your brother, or I'm your auntie or I'm your favorite best friend from way when we was 10. Sometimes, you know, relationships like that, people think that they could do anything they want to you and you still going to stick with them regardless. And you have to recognize as a human being, as a person, that you can still stick with them regardless. Because if you do that, then you're going to end up inviting them to continue to disrespect you, disregard you, and treat you crappy. And I had to learn that the hard way. And so I was like, okay, you know what? Since I understand that that's how people move in, I'm not allowing nobody to get too close to me, too tight to me, and too much in my circle where you think that you could do whatever you want. I'm going to drop you like a bad habit and leave you where you stand because you're not about to treat me any kind of way. And that's just that. And I've been through all of that type of stuff like the story that I just told y'all. And that's exactly the reason why I'm the way I am. And that's why I understand why people create boundaries because that's healthy. People want to sit there and act like that's disrespectful. No, it's disrespectful to yourself if you don't have no boundaries. Okay, you need to create boundaries because that's how you teach people how to treat you. No, you're not going to disrespect me. No, you're not going to disregard me. No, you're not going to sit there and try to make me feel like how I feel is irrelevant because you feel something different. No, you're going to understand how I feel, just like I will respect you and understand how you feel, and we will agree to disagree, or we will find an agreement. But I've come to understand that it is important to build boundaries, y'all. Because if I would have built boundaries with that ex and that landlord, I would have not had that situation go the way that it went. But regardless of that, that's over and done with. And I know better now. Now I'm dating better people, first of all. Because that ex was horrible to even do that. You know, and then, you know, I'm doing the best that I can to be careful with the landlords and stuff. For real, I want to buy my own house, y'all. I want to buy a few properties, but I want to buy my own house because I'm about tired of the renting and the living with other people and all this kind of stuff. Like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. So I had to say all that because, I don't know. I just had to say all that. So anyway,
that's why, I got boundaries down, and I'm very careful as best as I possibly can be with who I let in my circle, let in my energy, and let around me, especially in my home space. So that's how I ended up losing my last pole that I had. Now, this is about like my fourth pole. That last pole that either my landlord and or my ex-boyfriend stole, that pole was like my third pole. And then before then I had two other poles, but those first two poles was like irrelevant because they were crappy. Like I could not even try to use them to dance on because they did not stay up. They were probably cheap. I got them for free, so 9 times out of 10 they were probably cheap. So they don't even matter. But they kind of like gave me the feel of having a pole until I got one. But now that's why I have this one because they stole the other one, and the first two I threw them away because they weren't even really worth having anyway. So I have this pole, and I decided to do this series so that, like I've mentioned to you guys already, I can keep up with my fitness. If you guys have already been following and or subscribed to my channel, then and been viewing a lot of my videos, then you already know that you know I get into a vibe with each one of my videos. May start with a little talking and story times and stuff like that, just to warm you guys up and get some good footage that has some meat to it. That's not like 2 seconds. So I, wanted to keep up my fitness. Oh yeah, you guys would have noticed that I started my yoga dance series, like I mentioned already, and my workout with me series as well, where I've been keeping up with working on keeping my weight at a nice level and a nice, tense, because like I stay in the house a lot, you know. I don't go out as much as I'd like to. I'm about to start going out more, but I don't go out as much as I'd like to. So because of that, I do the best that I can to work out and dance and move around in the house so that I don't gain no crazy weight and stuff like that. Because like I stay in the house a lot, you know. I don't go out as much as I'd like to. I'm about to start going out more, but I don't go out as much as I like to. So because of that, I do the best that I can to work out and dance and move around in the house so that I don't gain no crazy weight and stuff like that. And so I realized, as well as getting my Truth Tribe to have great content and footage to over time be able to watch and enjoy, I can do my own body and my own self a favor in doing some self-care and keeping myself fit while doing these exercises. So therefore, I can be able to, when summertime comes this year coming up, have my six-pack abs again like I did in high school. Yo, I was just thinking about a picture that, matter of fact, I seen the picture. I didn't see the original picture, but I seen a picture that I kind of like did a copy of. Y'all might know about those photos where you can like put a part or a photo of yours onto another photo or background, and it looks like you're in that background, but you're really not. So I did that with this picture. And the original picture, I I think it's in my old phone that I lost my battery from. I'm gonna find that battery because I need to get my pictures out that phone. But anyway, I think that the original picture is in my old phone that I just found actually. But in that picture, in that photograph, my abs, I think I was like 15 or 16 at the time. My abs were so tight. I had a shirt on. I don't have a shirt on right now. I got a halter top or sports bra right now. But I had a full shirt on in that picture. I wish I had the picture to show you guys. And y'all, you can actually see, my abs were so defined that you could see my abs through my shirt. So, and I used to work out then too, but like dancing and stuff like that. Not stripper dancing, obviously, but like regularly dancing, like entertaining, friends and family and stuff like that. I used to dance. So dancing, stripping was not my first dancing, but it's so disrespectful that a lot of people assume that. But anyway, where was I going with all of that to bring it all back together? um, so the exercise will help as a part of my fitness program for myself. But then the videos are helping as a part of my program of my good content videos. I'm doing the best that I can to bring to you guys. So I am working diligently on making sure that I work on everything before I bring it to you. So I've been practicing on this pole because it's been a while. Because like I mentioned, I haven't danced in a minute. Like I danced, but like pop out once in the blue type thing. But not consistently like I used to. So I had to kind of brush up on a few moves, kind of try to like remember some things because it's been a while. So I might be a little rusty around the edges, but I'm still pretty decent. I remember a lot of the moves and how to flow and everything like that. So y'all work with me. And if you have a pole, work with me actively. Don't have me out here by myself, you know what I'm saying? But if you do, just enjoy the show. So, like I said, that I'm doing it for, you can, ooh, you can do this for fitness purposes. Or if you have a significant other and like you want to entertain them or something, you can do that. Guys, I'm going to put my hat on because I don't like how my hair look. Give me a minute, y'all. All right, y'all. So, try to get my hair out the way because it's starting to get on my nerves a little bit. So, put that up. Okay, it won't. Ugh, I hate when I'm trying to put a hat on and it won't secure. Anyway, it's probably not going to stay on anyway. But, alright, y'all. So what I'm going to do today for the first class, y'all got a little backstory just in case you guys are just seeing me for the first time in this video. If you're not already subscribed. Okay, so as you guys can see, I got myself a little light situation because of course it definitely creates a nice effect. So what I'm going to do, alright, I'm going to have to pick that light back up because it's a little too dark. But what I'm going to do is I'm just basically going to go over a few basic moves. If you already are familiar with pole dance, then you probably already know these moves. So this would just be brushing up. I'm going to take it off because it's not going to stay on. But I'm trying to see if I could show the full length y'all should be able to see that. Y'all might not be able to see me when I go up the pole though. But okay, so basically, I'm gonna teach some real basic moves for you guys. It's not gonna be anything too extreme or too extensive. Um, I have a book here just to help me know the names of the moves and stuff. So this move right here that I'm about to show you guys is called the wraparound. Now I know this wraparound move two different ways, okay? So I know one wraparound move that is you direct yourself and you wrap yourself around the pole going forward for the first wraparound move. But for the second wraparound move, you go kind of backwards, but you do the same motion. So that I can make sure that I'm describing the move to you properly, I'm going to use the book to describe it to you, okay? That way I know this is the best way that I could possibly describe the move to you. Okay, so like I said, it's called the wraparound. The wraparound, okay? And this is how the direction that you have to wrap your legs around in the position of your feet that I'm about to read, okay? So it says, this is the first move that you'll learn when beginning pole dancing. This chapter will go over just how you do this in a concise and exact manner. To begin, stand behind your pole. Okay, this is standing behind the pole right here, okay? And then, if you're a righty, which I am, that means right.
That's your left hand, boo. Sorry, y'all.
Your dominant hand, which is your
I'm
right
human
hand.
too. I make mistakes
Grabbing
sometimes.
the pole right where your head is. So my head is here, and this is where my arm is, as you guys can see. I'm gonna move to the side so you can see that. Okay, and allow your arms to straighten up a little bit so that you can feel the weight of your body almost hanging away from the pole. So arm kind of like straight. So as you guys can see, my feet are closer to the pole, but my body is away from the pole. So that's what they're saying. Hold your body away from the pole by straightening out your arm. Okay, and then now you should take your outside leg, the one that isn't near the pole, which would be this leg right here. Keep it straight. Then swing it towards the outside and have it go all the way around the pole. You will feel your inside foot start to pivot at this time as well. While doing this, you should have the knee bent slightly, not locked straight, since it'll make it look much more graceful. You should strive to keep your toes pointed as well. So I'm going to talk about the positioning again. So if you don't have any heels like I do, then you can dance barefoot. But I like to use these because probably because I've been using lotion. I like to use these because I sweat a lot and the pole gets very slippery. So these help to be able to grip on the pole a lot better, a lot well. So that's why I have these on right now. But you can use regular heels. You can just, do this barefoot if you want to. But if you do it barefoot, I know, guys, I'm sorry that my face is cut off, but I want my feet to be able to show so you guys can see, what I'm doing. But anyway, if you do it barefoot, you want to keep your toes pointed. Now, when you're wearing heels, automatically your feet, your toes are already kind of pointed. But when you're barefoot, obviously, that's not the case. So if you're barefoot and you're doing this, just make sure you point your toes. That will make it look more elegant, and it'll make it look more like you know what you're doing. When you have your feet flat, it makes you look like you don't know what you're doing. It looks a little awkward. So keep that in mind, especially if you want to dance for somebody, if you're trying to look sexy and stuff like that. the worst thing that you want to do is try to look sexy, don't have any heels on, and have your feet flat when you're dancing. Not a good look, sweetheart. Sorry, not sorry. So I'm going to do this move 2 times, and then I'm going to show you guys the same move in reverse that I already know about, that I haven't even seen in this book, actually. So what we're going to do is, like the book said, put this foot, I'm right-handed. If you're a lefty, do the reverse, okay? I'm right-handed.
I'm using my
so
left
put this
hand, y'all.
right here
Sorry,
next to my
messed
head
that
or
up.
my face, and put this foot, which is my right foot, closer to the pole.
Left.
Then this leg right here, I'm going to swing it around. Okay. Ooh. That swung a little too hard. But anyway, that's basically the move. I'm about to do it again. So that's basically the move. Oh. One more time. Hand on the pole. Put your feet in the right position. And swing. Okay. Alright, caught myself there. Okay, so that's the first move, and that is called, again, the wraparound. Okay, so if you guys can see that, if done correctly, it can look really sexy. That's something different. But anyway, the wraparound can look really sexy and really cool, and it can be a good transitional move into like what I just did, which was something different, but slightly different though. Now the next move is kind of the same as what we just did, but in the reverse. So instead of going this way, right, and swinging your leg around that way, you're going to go this way, and you're going to swing your leg around this way. Okay? I'm going to do it again. So I'm going to try the best that I can to explain it myself, because like I said, that specific move that I just did, that's not in the book, okay? So this book is a beginner book. So it's a possibility that that move that I just told you guys about is probably not a beginner move. It's probably like a intermediate or extensive move, but still, you watching my channel, you can learn it, okay? So I'm gonna do the best that I can to explain that well to you, okay? So just like the position of the other move that's called the wraparound, the forward wraparound, I'm gonna call it the forward wraparound. Just like that one, where you have to keep your dominant side closest to the pole and your non-dominant side kind of like away from the pole, and keep your arm kind of straight. But actually, I do this because I like to like keep a good grip on the pole. But they say do it like this. But my wrists be a little weak sometimes, so that's why I like to do it this way. My arms are very strong. So basically, instead of going like this in this direction, you're going like this and kind of falling back. But instead of just using this arm, you're going to come with this arm and you're going to hold yourself, right? And then you're going to come back with your leg right here, the opposite leg. Of course, the swing will be better when I swing my leg a lot harder, but I'm just trying to show you guys the move right now, okay? So hopefully you guys got that. I'm going to do it one more time, and then I'm going to show you guys how to properly climb the pole, okay? Because one thing that I have noticed with a lot of females, they get so excited about seeing a pole. They see a pole, and then they do this. Let me show you. It's so crazy looking. They do this. Sweetheart, that is not how you get on the pole, okay? Let me tell you something. That's not how you get on the pole, baby. No, 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 no. Don't do that to yourself. You're going to mess your body up, okay? Don't do that. That's the no. That's how you don't do it, okay? Now, I'm gonna wipe this pole off, and then I'm gonna show you how you do it, where you get the check, because that's the X. How I just tried that's a no. Don't ever do that, okay? If you ever did that in your life, don't ever do it again, okay? Now, I'm gonna wipe this pole off, and I'm gonna show you the proper way that you climb your pole, okay? Yes, the proper way. It's a proper way. I haven't taken any classes lately because, like I said, I haven't been dancing. But I used to take some pole dancing classes. And I remember when I took those pole dancing classes, my pole dancing instructor telling me how to climb the pole. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, I never really noticed anybody climbing it the way that, she pointed out until she pointed it out to me. And then when she pointed it out to me, it just made all the sense in the world. But anyway, guys, so the book does describe this specific move, actually the second move in the book. It's called the basic climb, okay? So I'm gonna sit down for a second, y'all. So I'm gonna angle the camera over here. Y'all like my flowers? Aren't they cute? Aren't they cute? Pretty. Ooh, they smell so good. I wish I could smell them. All right, so this is how the book describes the basic climb, which is what I'm about to show you guys. Pole dancing is often known for two types of moves, spin and climbs. Fortunately, beginners can do this as well. The chapter will go over how you can do the basic climb and allow you to finally get off the ground onto the pole. Now, the first thing to learn is that this can be a bit scary. It can. Often, when a person is learning pole dance, it's a bit anxiety inducing to be off the ground. Even a simple climb such as this one can be scary. I used to be afraid of leaving the ground. But remember, practice makes perfect. This is one of the moves that might take a moment to get used to. But as you continue to practice, your anxiety will lessen and you'll be able to master it. That's true. Because I remember when I first started learning pole dancing, I remember, like she said, I had a problem with climbing the pole, but that's the reason why. Not that I didn't think I could climb it, but I was scared to have my feet off the floor. I was like, hold up, I don't know about that. But like she said, the more you practice, the more you do it, you get your body used to it, and you also, like I said, recognize how to do it safely and properly to the point where you're not overly straining your body and you're not using muscles that you shouldn't be using or using them in the wrong way. So be mindful of that. To begin, you should have your body directly at the pole. You should be about a foot or so away from it when you're looking at it. You should then grip the pole with your dominant hand first. From there, you should take the dominant leg and bring it up to the pole while you grip the pole. You should have the pole around your foot, flexing your foot slightly. Your knee should be on the other side of where your foot is. You should feel it almost anchor itself there, which is what you need to pull yourself up. If you don't, you'll fall. So make sure that this is sturdy before you do the next part. Once you've got the anchor there, you should then pull yourself up using your hands, taking the leg that you still have on the ground and putting it behind your leg, your other leg. Put the knee of the leg you just raised on the other side of the pole, allowing you to have grip there with your knees. By doing this, you've created a platform where your legs to begin climbing the pole, which is what we'll go over in a later chapter. Now, it might seem awkward to you for a second because you're holding your body up, and this is where the strength training comes in. By doing this more and more, you'll be able to pull your body up with ease until it's almost second nature. You can then take your hands and move them foot up on
on the pole so that they can be straightened. You'll then use your abs to help you pull your knees up a foot or so, keeping the knees bent to help grip. You shouldn't move your feet, but instead use your abs and grip of your legs to propel yourself. Once you've done the climb, you can then lean your body back a bit, holding the pole with your leg muscles and straightening them as you continue to climb the pole. Essentially, you'll continue to do this to climb higher until you reach your comfort level. You'll certainly feel the workout, and you can even hold it there for a minute or so to feel it as well. If you're afraid of heights, inching up on the pole a little bit at a time does wonders, and it'll make it much easier and less scary for you. Now, to come off the pole, you can slide down from it by loosening yourself slightly, or you can grip the pole with your hands and release your legs for a second. Put them in front of your body and move your hips and legs down to the ground. Obviously, you should also move your hands as well to help you to get down. This does take a bit of getting used to, but once you master it, it'll make you look even better. The climb is a great way to begin learning some of the more complicated actions for many. It can take some time to feel comfortable and confident with this move, and it can be scary, but upon learning it, you'll soon be a master at no time. So, like I said, my issue with climbing the pole was not climbing it, but more so coming down the pole. Because once you got all the way up to where, you're trying to go climbing it, eventually you come down. When it goes up, must come down, right? So, yeah, that's where it was kind of scary for me. I was like, wait a minute, I can't get down. But now, like she said, it's like second nature. It's pretty easy now for me. So I'm going to demonstrate what I just read to you guys. All right, now hold up. Let me put some more spray on my hands. Guys, I think I might have put lotion on when I washed up today, so that's probably why I'm so sweaty. So I got some Grip It, but it's a bunch of different kinds of grip solution type of products. I got this off of Amazon, but I'm pretty sure it's been a lot of different stores that sell stuff like this, like sports stores and stuff like that. So this helps me to be able to grip the pole a lot better. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on my hands so that I can get up the pole and down the pole a lot better. And I already cleaned the pole off, so we should be good to go with that. Alright. Now, like she said, and I keep saying she because a female wrote this book, so actually a black woman, which was decent. Actually, I was surprised that a black woman wrote that book because there's a white woman on the front page. But anyway, it was kind of confusing. But basically, what she's saying is stand not too far up on the pole, but stand kind of like a little behind the pole, right? And then you put your hand up on the pole for support, and you put I'm right-handed, so my dominant
Sorry, y'all.
side is my right
I
side.
wasn't paying attention that I was saying that I was right-handed, but using my left hand, I'm actually ambidextrous. I could use both hands. So please excuse me for saying that part wrong. I'm human. I make mistakes.
Wrap your leg around the pole, where it's like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm pushing my foot, kind of pivoting it up a little bit, just to like kind of curve around the pole, and my ankle is like pressed towards it, and then I'm holding the pole with this hand. So what I'm about to do is pull myself up, right? Here we go, and then go up again. Here we go.
And I'm gonna just loosen up the slide down, okay? So that's the basic pole climb, all right? Let me show you guys one more time. And I think I'm gonna find one more move, and that's gonna be the end of our first pole dancing class, okay? I don't know if you guys wanna see me do a routine playing some music, but I might record that and make a decision whether I'm gonna post it or not. But I'm gonna do one more time. Dang, y'all, hands sweaty already. This is crazy. All right. Actually, I was surprised that a black woman wrote that book because there's a white woman on the front page. But anyway, it's kind of confusing. But basically, what she's saying is stand not too far up on pole, but stand kind of like a little behind the pole, right? And then you put your hand up on the pole for support, and you put your I'm right-handed, so my dominant side is my right side. So you put your dominant side forward first, dominant hand first, dominant foot first, okay? And then you wrap your leg around the pole, where it's like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm pushing my foot, kind of pivoting it up a little bit, just to like kind of curve around the pole, and my ankle is like pressed towards it, and then I'm holding the pole with this hand. So what I'm about to do is pull myself up, right? Here we go. And then go up again. Here we go. And I'm gonna just loosen up the slide down, okay? So that's the basic pole climb, all right? I'm gonna show you guys one more time. Do a routine playing some music, but I might record that and make a decision whether I'm gonna post it or not. But I'm gonna do one more time. Dang, y'all, hands sweaty already. This is crazy. All right, here we go. Hand up, leg up. You can do it little at a time. I just take large steps. Even when I walk, I take long steps. So, leg up, wrap it around, arm up, and then bring this arm up as you bring this leg up. All right, here we go, guys. All the way up, all the way down. All right. So basically, as you're coming down the pole, because I know you guys can't see because my back is towards you, as you're coming down the pole, all you do is loosen up little by little your legs, because you're using your legs to grip the pole up. That's where your strength is important. Here and here, okay? Your arms don't have to be as strong as your legs and your abdomen. But, like I said earlier, pole dancing isn't about strength. Strength can be built over time after practice, but it's more about you understanding how, when you move your body certain kinds of ways, and certain angles and stuff like that, how it looks, how it flows, is the way it goes. So, now, I'm going to look at the next move for you guys. Where's the book? Okay, the fireman spin. Oh, actually, that's what I already was doing. I did it earlier. You guys remember when I was doing the wraparound, and instead of just wrapping around regularly, I like kind of held myself out from the pole a little bit. That's what that is. So basically, that's the best way that I can describe it, but I'm still going to read what she wrote for you guys so y'all can have the best understanding as possible. Y'all can have two options. Y'all can have my understanding that I explained and the understanding from the book. Hopefully, one of them are great for you to, get. So, my example of that move, like I said, is just like the first move that I taught you guys, which is the wraparound. But instead of just wrapping yourself around and then just, that's it, you wrap yourself around and then you grab the bottom of the pole and you kind of hold yourself out while you go around the pole. And that is the fireman spin. That's the best way that I can describe it to you. But I'm about to read the book and tell you what she describes it as, okay? So the fireman spin. This is the most basic spin to learn, but it is very sexy. Mastering it can certainly help you look even better and allow you to try more complex spins and moves. To begin with this, you need to take your hands and hold the pole with them. You should stand next to the pole so it's closer to the weaker side of your body. Take your hands and grip the pole like a baseball bat, but place about a foot or so apart. The hand that is next to the pole should be on top and have the outside on the bottom. Keep the lower hand near where your eye level area is, but your other hand should be above your head. You should then take a step with the foot near the pole and take the leg that is outside around. This will get momentum and you'll feel your body start to speed up enough to circle around the pole. With this move, it's best to start with the pole in static mode if you can, so that you're not moving too fast and end up getting dizzy. Next, with the momentum going, you should pull up against the pole so that your arms are supporting the entire weight of your body for a second. From there, push off and jump on the foot inside and then grab the pole with both knees. You should make sure that you're gripping the pole in a secure manner. You'll then start spinning and you can hold the pole in a similar climb position that is discussed earlier. You can also move your left leg a bit forward as well. Now, as a rule of thumb, the higher your arms are at the initial position, the longer you'll spin. So if you want a nice long spin, do try to keep them in a position mentioned without sacrificing your grip. Now, once you finish, you can then put your legs down. Move your hips back and then put yourself in a standing position. From there, you can begin to do the transitional moves or other spins and climbs, which we'll get into a bit later. The fireman spin is a fun one to help those who fear to getting off the ground. If you are also afraid of going fast, try this a couple of times in order to perfect it. If you want to go a bit faster before you swing your outer leg around and move your inner leg to the pole, do a couple of steps around the pole first. This is a great way to get momentum going and it can make the move look much sexier. Okay. So, I'm about to show you guys the fireman spin, okay? Of course, I have to wipe my hands again. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna walk around so it can be. Ow. My wrist. Whoa. See, y'all, that's why my wrist, I don't know why my wrist be so weak sometimes. That's what that was about. Let's try this again. Alright. So, 2 and ow. Alright, y'all. There's the move. I think it's these gloves. They're not the same texture as my boots, like I really wanted them to be, because I couldn't find the ones that was the same texture. So they don't have as good as a grip as I really need them to. But anyway, I think you guys get the idea. Okay, I'm about to do it again. Step, step,
complete this specific session, which is my first session of pole dancing with Ruth. So I hope you guys learned something. I hope you got the opportunity to be able to see how you look dancing on a pole. It's pretty stress relieving sometimes, I find it, you know, especially swinging around and moving around like dancing is. Like for me, dancing and you know, pole dancing is like kind of the same thing, because it's like you're moving around so freely and you getting your body used to being free with the movements instead of, you know, feeling stiff and stuck and, you know, like you can't move. So guys, thank you so much for watching Ruth Nevada's Glamour page. I will see you guys next time. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And what? Make sure you become part of True Tribe, because when you vibing with Ruth, you are vibing with the truth. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hi guys. Ruth Nevada Glamour page here.